of think, like, what can your affirmation be? So when I was a new consultant, actually getting into Red Jackets had to introduce themselves at the meetings with their affirmations, and mine was a little wimpy. It was great at the time, but it doesn't fit me anymore. So now, this is going to be my new one. So, faith-filled, fire-lit, called to rise and never quit. I don't just sell, I shape a life. I lead with love, not fear or strife. Big heart, bold dream, I'm building up a kingdom team. We rise by truth, not empty fluff. And I won't stop when things get tough. I started meek, but now I soar. I knock, I lead, I build the door. I show what's possible, I shift the norm. In every storm, I rise reborn. I live to serve, I coach with grace, and every woman has a place. This grit, it's earned, the mission's real, rises the name, favor is the deal. A Mary Kay empire with heaven's touch, a future so bright, I claim it as such. But faith says speak it, so I say it loud. I'm building a national area that makes God proud. So that is, thank you. So that is my affirmation. And y'all, I mean every word of it. I could quit, right? You could quit. We've all had reasons this year to quit, right? But here we are. We're still standing. We're still showing up. We're still rising because God did not bring us this far to just bring us this far. He's not done with us. He's not done with this national area. He's not done with this unit. He's not done with working this year over the next 8 days, 6 days, 7 days, however many days we have left, because we have more to do. And if you've got breath in your lungs and inventory on your shelf, then you've still got time to finish this year strong and this month strong and this week strong. You know, God created the entire universe in 7 days, and actually, He did it in 6 days. He rested on the seventh day. So when we think, oh, we only have a week left in the Mary Kay year, y'all, God can do more in one day than we can do in an entire lifetime. So it is not over. And I want you to work this week expecting to win. What are you expecting? I want you to expect orders to come in. I want you to expect doors to open. I want you to expect people to join your team. I want you to expect God to move. So we are boldly walking in favor and walking out the rest of this month and the rest of this seminar year together. And I want you to expect to win and expect to finish and expect to do it with your head high because you have done the and then some. And that's what we're doing over the next however many, 7 days. Is it 7 days? 7 days. Well, however many days it is, we are going to give it our all. So I want to start with some recognition. First of all, thank you so much to every single person who's on. If I didn't say your name, I apologize. So, oh, and let me put up the chat. Oh, there's like 8 chats that I have not seen. Okay. All right. So welcome everyone. And I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you showed up, not just for yourself, but also for our end of the year, just listening to what is being shared, all the things going on. So I want to start with a huge welcome to our newest consultant. So everybody who has joined this month, welcome. So we have Kim Young, and I'm not saying everyone's last name. We just have 2 Kims this month. So Kim Young, welcome. Cherie, and then Elena, and welcome Kelsey, and then welcome Kimberly. So we'll just say Kim and Kimberly. So welcome to all of our new consultants. We're super excited to have you as part of this family, and just really also part of this moment in our unit's journey, because what we're stretching for is big, y'all, and you get to be part of that, and that's super exciting. So thank you to everyone who turned in your numbers this week. Everybody was invited on this Zoom tonight, but next week you got to turn your numbers in. So thank you for turning your numbers in. Melissa, Scarlett, Amy, Kelly, Kivera, Tiffany, and Katie. Thank you so much for turning your numbers in. Can I have coffee? Oh, can I have coffee? Yeah. Thank you. Um, so so let's celebrate our queens. Our queens, we're gonna start with booking. So if you are the queen, I am gonna ask you for a quick tip, and I would love for you to unmute yourself and just share a tip with everyone of how to do whatever it is that you did, okay? Because I know everyone's here to grow and learn and figure out how to do this thing. So we're gonna learn together. So we have booking. So congratulations to Melissa, Scarlett, Amy, and Kelly for all having booking. If you have bookings, you have a business. So that's super exciting. That means that you are working your business, and that is what it takes to get to the next level. Anything that you want in this business, the only thing standing between you and it is bookings. Surprise! So congratulations to you four for having bookings. And our queen of bookings is Scarlett with 8 bookings. So congratulations, Scarlett. Give us a tip. How do we get some bookings? How do we put 8 bookings on our date books? You're spotlighted too now. And welcome, Nancy. Thank you for hopping on.
So you go and you get the leads by any means possible, and you call. I have a goal to call, at least 10 people a day.
Calling 10 people a day, how long does that take?
Mm, Less than 20 minutes, if that. It depends if they're a talker, but
Yeah, some people are chatty. I
yeah,
mean, 10 calls are definitely going to take less than an hour, right? So you're investing an hour a day into your business to put bookings on your date book. And that's not 7 days a week, I'm assuming. No, more like
it's
5 days
just
a week.
5 days a week. Yeah.
Okay. So get the leads, call them. Okay, easy enough. Awesome. Thank you so much, Scarlett, and congratulations for being our queen. Here is your tiara. You ready? I'm going to put it on your head. Ta-da! So, congratulations. All right, now, faces. So, congrats to everyone who saw faces this past week, and that would be Katie, Melissa, and Scarlett. Woo! And our queen of faces with 4 faces is Scarlett. So, Scarlett, give us a tip. How do we turn our bookings into faces? What does faces even mean? Some people might not even know what that means.
Faces means a skincare session, honestly, and I do it by coaching to make sure that they're going to hold. And with that also being said, trying to get more women to participate by coaching and trying to get parties.
So, coaching.
hmm
So, you coach them to get them to hold. What does that mean?
It depends on the time frame, but I text them every day with a question. And what I'm doing is I'm pre-profiling. And matter of fact, what I have done is I've created some text shortcuts um, to kind of get some pre-profiling information.
Okay. So you're just asking questions every day.
hmm
Easy peasy. All right. And in case y'all don't know, there is a booking and coaching playbook now, and I think it's pretty great. And it's full of ideas of questions that you can ask, and it's full of scripts. It's full of my like actual scripts and my phone shortcuts and all kinds of great things that hopefully will be helpful to you. And I'll go ahead and grab it. Carla said, please share. So I'm going to grab it. It's in our Google Drive. Anytime I talk about any kind of file, it's in our Google Drive, but I'm going to grab the link right now and I'm just going to go ahead and share it in the Zoom so you'll have it. So here you go. Um, there you go. And I could share it on YouTube too, huh? So that is the booking and coaching playbook. And also it has our new, actually, no, it doesn't. There is also a new hostess coaching sheet that you put in your notebook that's really helpful. So congratulations, Scarlett, for your 4 faces and for being our Queen of Faces. You get another tiara. Ta-da! Oh, I put it on backwards. No, no, I didn't. I put it on right, technically. So awesome. All right, now share calls. So congratulations to everyone doing share calls. And just so you know, you'll see this, especially if you're new, you'll see this when you click on the form to fill it out for the week, that our weeks are going to be Sunday through Saturday. So if you've done share calls this week on Monday or today, that will go on next week's form so that we can celebrate you. So be sure to turn your numbers in, even if they're zeros. The accountability is great, but also I used to hate turning in zero numbers. So I would be mad and then I would just make sure that the next week my numbers were not zero. It was very motivating to me. So turn your numbers in every week. But congratulations to Tiffany, Kivera, and Kelly for doing share calls this past week. And our queen of shares is Kivera. Angel, yay! You put Kivera on your form, so that's what I'm reading right now. So give us a
Listen,
tip.
it's a habit. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, that was the first name I knew, so it's going to be a really hard habit to break. So, all right, give us a tip. So you had 4 share calls. Tell us, how do we get share calls?
Sorry, well, let me unmute. So what I did with getting my share calls, I just went through my list of people that I had already did parties with, and I just text them and was like, "Hey, can you do this share call for me? Hey, we're doing like a little competition with each other, and I just need y'all to do some share calls with me."
Are you competitive?
Kinda. Yeah, just from my mama. Yeah, yeah, y'all gonna learn that from my mama. Kim Young. Y'all gonna learn that from her. She was very competitive.
So, and you used a script, right?
Yes, I did.
So basically, if you want to do share calls, I will give you a script. It will be customized for you, and you can send it out to everyone. And we did 4 share calls. I think they were mostly in one day, maybe 2 days.
Yeah, we did. I'm about to say we did 3 Saturday and 1 yesterday.
I love it.
And I
So,
did them all while I was at work doing 16-hour shifts.
yes, find a way, make a way. I absolutely love it. So, congratulations for being our queen of share calls. Yay!
Thank you.
All right. And then next is our queen of team building. So we actually have a triple queen this week, and that would be Melissa, Kelly, and Kivera. They all added team members this week. So let me find all of you. Hold on. It's hard to see everybody with the way that I have to be spotlighted for YouTube. Um, okay, here you are. And Kelly, I think, is in the car, so we cannot spotlight. Is she even still here? Okay, she was here. She'll be back. Okay, so, all right then. I think we know that with Angel, her 4 share calls probably led to her new team member, right? So, Melissa, what is your tip for adding team members?
Hmm. um, Sending them out the script and following up until they finally say yes.
So we have done quite a few share calls. Also, I've been keeping notes. I don't keep as detailed a notes as I need y'all to keep, but I have been keeping notes. And Melissa has done several share calls. Where's my paper? And and so what you're saying is you sent the share call script out. We did the share call, but then you followed up after. It wasn't just like, oh, well, if she wants to join, she'll join.
Right. That's
So
right.
there was follow up. The
The key is
fortune
in the follow-up.
is definitely in the follow-up. I love it. Okay, so congratulations to all three of you, to Kivera, to Melissa, and to Kelly. I don't know why I can't find my paper right now, y'all. I have my notebook. Oh, here it is. So Melissa, we've done, okay, so Melissa's goal is 10 for accountability. Y'all know she's done 3 so far. All right, so and guess
Really?
what? Kavera's goal is also 10, and we've done 4. So that means we have an entire week to get the rest of these calls done, and I'm so excited to see what happens. So congratulations to all of you for being our triple queen. All right, so let me fix this. And then we have sales. So we're here to make money, right? So we want to sell our products, I imagine. Most of you probably would like to sell some products, right? So I would like to congratulate everyone who, this is just who turned their numbers in. So I am sure that there are people who have sold products that don't have their numbers turned in. And I want you to make sure that you're turning your numbers in because you deserve to be celebrated. But from everybody who turned their numbers in, Melissa, Scarlett, Tiffany, Kelly, and Katie all opened their store and sold products this week. So congratulations and huge congrats to our queen of sales with $744 sold this past week. And that is Scarlett. So Scarlett, I mean, let me just say, do y'all see a theme here? Is there like, has Scarlett been up here a couple times? I think that maybe this has something to do with the fact that she has bookings and she's seeing faces, but I'm gonna have her share whatever her tip is for selling over $700 in products.
So yes, so it's all in the bookings, parties especially. And just loving the product, and when you're doing the sessions, you know, once they try it, they like it. So, and then I also just reach out to my customers, like I think it was Melissa or somebody. It's in the follow-up. I follow up with everybody until they say no.
Yes, I absolutely love it. I love it. And you know what? You're so good at being consistent with that follow-up. You are definitely
Hmm.
so good at follow-up. So she like tracks everything and a track number grows, and I'll share that later, but she's tracking everything. She's working the business the way it was intended to be worked. So did y'all know like the way that it was worked in 1963 still works today? Isn't that amazing? I mean, isn't that a good thing? Because we know what to do. So Scarlett knows what to do, and she's doing it. So congratulations for your $744 in sales this week. That is super exciting. And also, one thing she didn't mention is that she has a goal. She's also
Uh,
competitive, and she's got a goal, and she's going after it. She's running
mhm.
for it. So she's got her eye on the prize, and she's looking at those numbers and she's like, how can I get this number higher and higher and higher and higher? And it's sharing these products. When we share these products with people on their faces, because that's the way to do it, or on the back of their hand, if you're in a hurry, try it on the back of the hand, then they're going to buy them. And you don't have to convince people to buy from you when you let them try the products. The other ways to sell, sometimes we do need to convince people to buy stuff, but when we share the products at a skincare session, it sells itself. So that's super exciting. Congratulations. And was one of those the order, the random order, the star order?
Yes, one of them was a random order. So it ended up being like, I don't know, an $80 order. And so I was like, let me try this upselling that I hear everybody talk about. So I sent her the 50% flyer that we have every month, and she bought another product. So it ended up being like 122.
Yay!
Yay.
That's
I know. That
exciting.
was exciting.
And
Yes.
that's because Scarlett is a star consultant. So when you're a star consultant, you get referrals. So Scarlett and I both got an order in the same day, and the quarter just ended, y'all. We both got, mine was like, it was also like $100 and something. And this woman that found me, she was speaking so much life into me for no reason. She don't even know me. And she was like, "You're going to be a national sales director and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Where did you even come from, lady?" But she came from going to marykay.com, putting in a zip code. So Scarlett, I think hers was in the place where she lives. And then mine, I'm actually not sure where she lives yet because she already paid me, but she wants me to order the products to come to me. So I don't have her address yet. But she paid me, so that's great because she wants to meet me. She wants to see me when the products come in, and because she ordered totally random stuff, like stuff that I do not have on hand. But we both got over $100 order on Saturday because we were star consultants. So being a star consultant pays for sure. So congratulations. That's super exciting. And actually, I want to do a little bit more recognition, and this is perfect timing because we were talking about that order. And that would be our first quarter 1 star so far. So this quarter just began on the 16th of this month, so just last week, and we already have a quarter 1 star, and that is Kimberly. So congratulations for being a Sapphire star. That means you have the rest of the quarter to move up and move that product and replace it and be a higher star. So that's super exciting. Congratulations. Yay. And then congratulations to our Power Up prize earners so far this month. I know there's going to be so many more, but so far we have Kelly and Melissa and Kim. So Kimberly. So congratulations for earning your prize. If anybody has it, like show it. If you have it near you. If not, I will be glad to share a picture later, but it is the cutest, sparkly Mary Kay pink tumbler. And we have some people, y'all, that are extremely close. There's a couple of people on this Zoom that are like $50 and $3 away from earning this prize. So I know there's going to be a lot more people. And then Katie's about halfway there. So there are lots of people who are still going to earn this prize this month. And the way that, look, all right, hold on. So the way that you earn this prize, so Melissa's showing you hers. So show us again. Look at this tumbler. It's a stainless steel tumbler and it's sparkly and it says Mary Kay and it's a really cute way to advertise and just to brand yourself. Thank you, Melissa. So the way that you earn this prize is for having 700 cumulative wholesale production personally for the month. So when you have ordered 700 wholesale is a little tricky this month. You might have 1,400 retail, but we got some 55% off skincare. So you got to look at the wholesale. The wholesale needs to be 700. You will earn that prize. So that's super exciting. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so I have a couple of announcements. One is the sparkly tumbler for 700 wholesale in June. You just saw that, so we could check that off the list. Another one is our sharing promotion. So we are doing a sharing promotion for the whole month of June. I know we had a flash sale type thing sharing promotion that we did for a couple of days, but this other sharing promotion is for the entire month of June, and it's for doing share calls. So when you do a share call this month and our unit hits 50 for the month, you are actually getting entered for every share call you do. Every share call is an entry. You're getting entered to win a pedicure and lunch on me with me. So if you're not local, as in nowhere in the state of South Carolina, then if you win, you're gonna get a $75 Visa gift card instead, so that you get lunch and a pedicure without me. So, but y'all, who needs a pedicure? It's starting to be like time to have your feet out, right? Because it's hot outside and you can wear these cute little shoes and maybe your feet look a little rough. So this is such a perfect time to do share calls and get into that giveaway. And I was going to download the graphic to show you our progress. However, Kim Young decided to do two share calls literally 6 o'clock and 6:30. So I was on share calls, like I was hanging up and trying to text everybody a reminder for the Zoom and get on here, and I was a couple minutes late. And so I don't want to share the graphic because she's not on it. But we have done now, hold on. I think we've done 24 share calls so far. So that's super exciting. And I know that the Scarlett's so funny. She said, I think my star prize is here. Well, that would be perfect. She can show y'all what she got if that's the case. So, the momentum is just picking up. So I know when we first started the promotion, we had a couple share calls, and then we had a week where we didn't really have a lot of share calls. And then all of a sudden, there's a bunch of share calls. So if you haven't done them yet, we still have time. So if you have share calls scheduled, drop it in the chat. Like, hey, I got some share calls scheduled. What are your goals? Everybody who gave me a goal, I wrote down your goal. So I know that Scarlett has a goal of 20 share calls. I know that Kelly has a goal of 30 share calls. And so we have done 24 so far. And we have 5 new consultants. And if you listen to any kind of training, you will hear that about 1 in 5 join. And that math is pretty much right? If we've done 24 share calls and 5 people have joined this month, that's about 1 in 5. So if you look at your personal numbers and you've only done 2 share calls, then you cannot be upset that you don't have any team members yet, because about 1 in 5 join. Now, if you have done 1 share call and you have 1 team member, then maybe your next 4 won't join, and that's okay. It's a numbers thing. Just know the numbers, work the numbers, and keep going. So, and if you haven't added a team member yet and you've done more than 5 share calls, that just might mean that share call 10, 11, and 12 are all going to join. You never know. You just keep going. It's a numbers thing. Scarlett, is that your star prize that arrived? Okay, so we're going to need you to show us what your star prize is once you pull it out. So that's perfect timing. We did not plan that. She just ordered it, so it came really fast. So that's exciting. It's like Christmas. So yes, and Kim just joined. She literally just joined, and she has already texted the script to 17 people and had 4 set up. We've already done 2 of them, and now we have 2 more to do. And the 2 that we did are both interested in the business. And now, as a new consultant, they need to do because she's new, she didn't do a skincare session with them before the call. So now we're like, oh, great, you could come to the kickoff party, or we could do a virtual party, or, there's different things that we can invite them to now so they can get a little more information, because we are layering people. So layering, oh, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, Scarlett, what you got there? You got you a star prize?
Yes. I tried to unblur. I can't really tell that. Y'all, look at this. And it's pink.
That's so cute.
And I'm so
She got her
excited.
Marc Jacobs tote bag.
I've been eyeing this since I joined last year. And I also got some Kate Spade earrings. I don't think they're here yet, but maybe the next meeting I can show
It usually
y'all.
comes separate.
Okay.
You get things from all over the country when you order star prizes.
Oh, okay.
That's so exciting! Yay! So now you get to carry that around, and every time someone says, "Ooh, I like your bag." So, y'all, I got this Kate Spade bag one time when I went to seminar. I had earned a Kate Spade bag, and literally the day back from seminar, I had that bag. I went to Starbucks inside a Kroger, and I walked up to the counter. I sat it down to order, and the girl was like, "Ooh, I like your bag. And I was like, girl, it was free. Let me tell you. And I told her I was with Mary Kay and this girl joined my team and put in a star inventory order. Like all I did was just put my bag on the counter. So it's great advertising. And every time someone compliments you on that bag, you better book them. That's a booking tool right there. So that's super exciting.
I was going to get like a blue color and I saw the pink. I say, okay, Scarlett, you got to brand yourself with pink. So there you go.
I love it. Congratulations. That's so exciting. And that's perfect timing that it showed up right when we were talking about being a star. So that's another perk of being a star is you get prizes. So at the end of the quarter, you'll get points and depending on, what level of star you are, you get points that you get to spend on free stuff. So I have no idea what I'm spending. I have a bunch of points and I don't know what to get with them. I'm still just looking at all the fun stuff. But over the years, I've gotten a lot of star prizes. So congratulations. All right. So if you're going to be a star for quarter 1, put a star in the chat or just say star or whatever you want to do. Just say, I am going to be a star. Y'all, everybody here can be a star because we've only been in this quarter for a week. So we have plenty of time. This quarter ends. So this is quarter 1. Even though our year's not over, we're in quarter 1 from June 16th through September 15th. So we have until September 15th to become a star. And to be a star consultant, it's $1,800 wholesale throughout the entire quarter. So everything you order adds up, and that's only $600 wholesale a month. That means that if your goal is to make $1,000 profit each month, you should be a star because $1,000 profit should equal $1,000 wholesale because we make 50%. So you sell 2,000, you order 1,000, you put 1,000 in your pocket, and then now at the end of the quarter, you're a star. So that's super exciting. It breaks down to only $300 a week in sales. That's it. 300 a week. That is one party a week, you guys, consistently, because one party might be bad and then the next party might be $1,000 and then the next party might be $200 and the next one might be $5, but one party a week is going to get you to star. So, and that average, by the way, we have seen our average right now in our units. I don't know what the rest of the Mary Kay world is doing right now because I'm looking at our unit and our average has been $400 in sales when we're holding in-home parties with people in person. So $400 for 2 hours and you're profiting half. That's $100 an hour, you guys. That's the best way to make money in this business, for sure. But we'll talk about some other ways to make money in a little bit. All right, so June sharing promotion, please, let's get all these share calls done. Let's set them up. And they don't have to join. You get the entry whether they join or not. It's the share call that gets you entered. So once we hit 50 as a unit, that goal is going to help us with all the other goals because as we share the business and we're sharing with people that we've shared with before. So Kim Young, I have known since the day I met her that she would be good at this, but it took a while for her to join, like some months. So that is Angel's mama, and I met her at her kickoff party, and she was considering it and considering it and considering it and considering it and considering it. She's been on Zooms, she's done share calls, she's been to parties. And then, you know what I said to everybody who has said they want to do share calls? I don't care if we've done share calls with these people before. Well, let's do it again. Because do you know that every 6 months our life changes? Like circumstances are different. Like stuff is happening. We're going through life, right? So just because we shared with them in the past doesn't mean that we can't share with them again. And this time, it was right. She said they finally got me. And you know what? She's hitting the ground running. I already knew she was going to be great at it. So I'm super excited. So let's share with everyone. All right. So that's our sharing promotion. And then a promotion that we have every single month is the $100 for 100 faces challenge. So you see 5 faces, you get 5 entries. You see 20 faces, you get 20 entries. But when our unit does 100 faces, collectively in a month, I do a prize drawing for $100 cash, and every face that you've seen is an entry. So make sure, Amy, that you're filling out your faces form when you have faces, because I know you have faces and they're not on there, and you got to get your entries, and we got to be counting up to 100. So, and then the last announcement for now is that Mary Kay has a 55% off skincare sale. Do y'all know about this right now? So we can get most of our skincare for 55% off. And the most important skincare for us is, okay, maybe for me is the repair because I love it, but for us as a unit, as we are working our business, is the Time Wise. That's what we demo at our parties. We demo the Ultimate Miracle Set, which is the cleanser, moisturizer, the day, the night, and the eye cream. And guess what? It's 55% off. You know what else is 55% off? The regular Miracle Set. You know what else is 55% off? The Beyond Ultimate Miracle Set that includes the microdermabrasion. So, and that's what we're doing at our second sessions, is letting them try the microdermabrasion. So this means that you can put inventory on your shelf right now at a discount, and when you sell it, you pocket that extra money. So you don't have to pass these savings on to your customers. Some people do, and you can, but honestly, it's smart business to not, to still stick to the regular prices that you always charge and just get it yourself at a discount so that you can keep more profit. So 55% off is an opportunity to stock up for less for yourself, for more profit when you do sell it. And also, even if you're not necessarily stocking up inventory, get out there and do the skincare sessions, let people try the skincare. And then when you sell it, even if you do CDS, you're still making more money. Just make sure that when you're ordering this, you are ordering the 55% off one, because you can still order the regular one. And the reason for that is because they're only going to sell a certain amount at 55% off. And there's also a limit to how many you can buy for 50% or 55% off. So once you hit that limit, you have to order it won't let you order anymore. So you still have access to order the products, because we need skincare. We can't be not, ordering and selling skincare. So take advantage of the 55% off skincare sale this month. Okay, so next we are going to talk about this big push. Who knows what this big push is this last week of the month? Or this last week of the year? What have you seen? Of course, we have share calls. I mean, we have these little promotions that we're doing, but the big one, who knows? I don't know how effective I've been at communicating this. Big, huge, big goal push, like God-size goal.
Is it the 300,000?
It is the 300,000. Okay. So let me just explain this, because some of you might be like, I don't even know what that is. Like, what does that even mean? So here, I'm going to share our thermometer right quick. So here's our thermometer.
Was that a question?
Yes, it was on the list. So sorry. So this is the thermometer so far for the year. We're at $217,373 so far on our first unit club. So in over 10 years of being a unit, we have not done this yet. However, you guys are amazing. You're hardworking. You're full of grit. You're overcomers. You're find a way, make a way women. And I know that if anybody can do it, it's these women that are right here on this call right now, on this Zoom right now. So is this a push? Absolutely. If you look at the gap, yeah, it's a push. It's a big number. But is it possible? Yeah. Do you know, I was just listening to someone talk earlier. I don't even know what I was listening to, because I listen to a lot. And oh yeah, you know what I was listening to? Kristen Sharp's director call, because I love Kristen Sharp. And she said, y'all, I've seen people do 22,000 wholesale in the last 3 hours of the month because they needed it. 22,000 wholesale in the last 3 hours. That's like more than Cadillac production for an entire month. And it's been done in a couple of hours, because Everybody was on board and everybody was pushing. And you know what? You know what I know? The size of this unit is the same size of those units that are doing things like that. The only difference is we haven't pushed for it. So now we are. We're not waiting till July 1st. We're not like, oh, well, we gave it our best. We'll just, hit the ground running July 1st. No, we are going to push and this is going to happen. You guys, and you know what? You know what happens when big stuff like that happens in the Mary Kay world? Everybody starts asking what you did. And everybody starts going to the director and saying, hey, can you train? Can you talk? I need to know what you did. How did you bring in 40,000 wholesale? When, first of all, we've never done anything like that in a month, much less a week. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's exactly why people are going to start asking. And you know what I get to say? It was all God. Because that's what I'm going to say, and that's what it's going to take for this to happen, is for each of us to stretch and be willing to push. It doesn't matter how long you've been in Mary Kay. It doesn't matter if your goal right now is tiny. I'm just asking everyone to stretch more than they were planning in the next 7 days. So what does this even mean? What is Unit Club? It's 300,000 retail in the entire year as a unit. Now, there are much higher unit clubs. This would just be our first. There are like 650,000 is trip. So when your unit sells 650,000 in a year, you get a top director trip. Then there's millions. So there's actually every 50,000, there's a new unit club. So there's 300,000, 350, 400, 450, 500,000, and then it just keeps going. So, Kathy Halou, she did 2 million in a year with her unit. And this was like 20 years ago when our products were cheaper than they are now. So I know, y'all, we can do this. Let's be honest. And it's more than just numbers. It's a huge win. There's more recognition, not just for me as the director, but for us as a unit. Better seminar seating. So if you're coming to seminar with me and you want to sit closer to the front, we need to do this. So we gonna make this happen. This also is credibility in the eyes of our future consultants. It's accolades not just for our unit, but for you, because you are building the confidence of being part of this huge history-making win for our team. And let's be honest, a big push is fun. Momentum is fun. It's a lot harder when you work your business at a small level. Your business is harder because you're mentally just like, oh, this sucks. It is way easier and more exciting to work at a higher level in this business. You get swept up in the momentum and God gets all the glory when we show up and give it our best. So that is what we're pushing for. So did anyone here post the thing that I put on Facebook? The thing I said, like, go ahead and post this teaser, post this picture, and there was a caption for it. It was like the glow. Yay, Amy. Okay, good. Thank you, Amy. And Kim. Thank you, Kim. Okay, so thank you. If you haven't, go to the Sparkling Stars Facebook group, grab the picture, grab the caption, and just post it. Okay, that's all you need to know for now. Just post it. You don't need to know what it's for. It's fine. Just post it. So here's what that's about. And welcome everybody else who's hopped on. We have 2 iPhones on now. One of them might be Caitlin. We have a guest, Marilyn, who is actually considering joining Mary Kay on Kelly's team. So welcome. Thank you for hopping on. I don't know if I said hey to Tharea and Tiffany. And Dia, welcome. And Christina. And if I missed anybody else, welcome everybody, because I see people have been hopping on. And that's super exciting. Okay, so here's what the Glow Rush promotion is. So I'm going to talk about a couple of different ways to get orders and to make money in these last few days of the month, but this is going to be one of them. So what we're doing is we're going to have a huge push for the hydrogel eye patches. Who here has used the hydrogel eye patches? Did you see a difference? Y'all, those things are like magic in a jar. Also, I tend to ask people at our parties, who gets 8 hours of sleep at night? Uh, Not very many people do. So most of us look like we don't get 8 hours of sleep at night because guess what? We don't. We don't get 8 hours of sleep. So the hydrogel eye patches, I chose them for a couple different reasons because we've done things like mascara-thons. We've done a huge charcoal mask push before, but mascara is $16 and the charcoal mask is $26. The hydrogel eye patches, they're $44. So we're going to get to our goal a lot faster selling jars of hydrogel eye patches than selling charcoal mask or mascaras. So I have a couple of different things I'll go ahead and show you, and then I'll share this afterwards now that y'all are going to know exactly what this is. So this is not the customer flyer. This is the consultant flyer. This is just explaining what it is. So we are just in the final push to become a $300,000 unit club, and this promotion is designed to help us finish strong with fun and simple. I wanted it to be simple. That's why there's one product. Sales momentum. So we're focusing on the eye patches and our unit goal. Y'all, how many of us are there right now? There's 23 of us on this Zoom. One is a guest, so there's 22 of us on this Zoom. So our goal is 1,900. And all right, let me just disclaimer. So 1,900 jars of eye patches is if nobody else orders anything else this month, which clearly is not happening, right? This is if we only did eye patches. But 1,900 jars, guess what? Our goal is done. Like, just done. Just that easy. How many friends do you have on Facebook? Does anyone here have 1,900 friends on Facebook? Because I do. If every one of my friends bought one jar of eye patches, I could do this by myself. And my wholesale production would be I'd be like the highest star ever. I'd be breaking a record, right? So I want you to think like this. I don't want you to think lack thoughts. We're going to go back to the beginning, right? You're going to walk into this promotion and these last 7 days with expectancy, expecting doors to open, expecting God to move, expecting orders to come in, expecting that what you're doing is working. What if you always acted as if what you're doing is working? Because we as women, we tend to act as if what we're doing is not working. And then when it works, we're surprised and we're like, wow, they bought something. No, we are expecting greatness. Okay. So if you sell 5 jars, you get a gift. You get a gift from me. And if you sell 5 jars, so $44 times 5, that's $220. That's $110 in your pocket. Who could use an extra $100 right now? You would find something to do with it, right? Okay, so sell five jars for a surprise gift. I want you to sell more than 5 though. So if you sell 10 jars, that's an active order. If you're an inactive consultant right now, you have gone inactive, or if you're brand new and you're like, I want to get started, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how. Or some of you are in your great start time frame and you're close to your next free bonus bundle of products. So how many hydrogel eye patches jars do you need to sell to reach that goal? I can help you with that. I can help you break it down, but every single jar sold during this promotion is going to get recognized and celebrated. If y'all think I've been sharing a lot of recognition lately, you're right. It's because I'm super excited and y'all are rocking it. Every jar is going to get recognized and celebrated. And so let me stop this share because I don't know if it's going to go to the flyer as soon as I share it. So I'm just going to re-share. All right, here is the customer flyer. So June 26th through 29th, and that's not a special price, y'all. I'm not taking your profit away. It's $44. They're paying full price. So every jar is an entry into our giveaway, and this is a customer giveaway. So they get entered for buying a jar from you, and I'm giving away the prize. So the prize will be a luxury eye care bundle, and they're going to get 2 cooling sticks, which y'all should get this stuff too. This stuff is great. Cooling sticks, they're like cooling globes, but I like those better because they're glittery and pink, so they get cooling sticks. The gel packs that you put in the freezer or the fridge. So if y'all haven't done this, y'all know those gel packs, right? You can put them over your eyes. If you take the hydrogel eye patches and you put those on your eyes and you put those gel packs on top, you'll be a brand new person. They're amazing. Your puffiness will be so gone, you'll be like, what the heck? You'll be using them eye patches every other day. They're great. And then there's a silk sleep mask, and it's an XL one because them wimpy ones that have a band on the back of your head, those are just uncomfortable. So this one's nice and it's pretty. And then a jade roller. And the jade roller is actually there's a lot of science behind some of this stuff. So the jade roller actually helps your lymphatic system in your face drain properly, and it does come with it. Pretty much all of them come with a little chart that tell you which direction to roll. But it helps your serums absorb better. It helps the puffiness of the face. So the prize is for customers buying. So all right, this starts tomorrow. Don't start selling them tonight. Just post the teaser tonight. So tomorrow through, oh wait, tomorrow is not the 26th. So sorry. It starts Thursday. So this gives you a couple of days. Well, it gives you a day really to put the teasers out there to be like, hey, don't give them this flyer yet. I'm not even sending this flyer out to y'all until tomorrow. So the teaser that you see on the Facebook page, you're going to share that. And if I said tomorrow in that post, please fix it because I think I did. But my brain is just not been 100% because it's the end of the year. But that's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. And then every jar, so you'll see on this flyer, it says every jar ordered during the promotion comes with a gift from your consultant. So here's what you're going to give them. Literally whatever you want. I don't really care. Just give them something. If you do a CDS order, you get to include a free sample that you don't pay for in that order. And I would honestly, if they haven't tried it, do a sample of the charcoal mask. Or if they aren't on our skincare, do a sample of the repair set or a sample of the miracle set, depending on how old they are, who they are. And then you can also include a free book in that order. So you can, if you have hydrogel eye patches on hand and you're just giving them the jar, then give them whatever you have, a sample, a piece of candy. It doesn't matter. Give them a gift. Don't overthink that part. But every jar ordered comes with a gift from your consultant as a thank you for helping to support us. And it tells them that they are supporting this huge goal. And then down at the bottom, so I'm going to tell you the strategy behind this. So who is familiar with the half off flyer that we use every month? Monica's half off specials. Okay, those are great. Y'all, almost every time we share those with customers, they take advantage of it. So $44 does not get them a half off product. But down at the bottom, I just have a couple of add-ons that they can do, a liquid eye color, a Great Heights mascara, or the eye makeup remover. And adding just one of them on unlocks our 50% off specials. So when somebody says, now I'm going to equip you, don't worry. This is why this is the perfect time to announce it. I'm going to equip you tomorrow with all the scripts you need to send out individually and to post on social media so that you can start getting these orders. And when somebody says, I'll take a jar, then that's when you have a conversation and you say, okay, awesome. I'm so excited. So just so you know, I have some June half off specials and it is with a $50 or more order. If you add even just one thing from the bottom, do you need any mascara? Do you need a good eye makeup remover? Like you just have a conversation with them. So then they add on one of those products, which are also full price, by the way, because you're wanting to make money. Then after that, and I don't send the 50% off flyer until they spend more than $50. So once they add that on, then you can send them the June half off flyer, and I'll make sure you have access to all of this. Don't worry. And then you can have them add another product, or you can even say, because y'all, it's retail that counts, all right? Retail is what's going to get us to this goal. So you could even say, as a thank you for helping me with this challenge, instead of picking one half off item, you can pick two and let them get two half off products. Do you make money on those two products? No. But are they trying something new? Yes. And guess what? None of these products are on the half off flyer this month, so it works perfect. So that is the promotion. And then I do also have here a flyer that you can actually share directly on your social media because y'all know we can't share prices on social media. So you cannot share the one that I just shared, the one that I just shared is for you to send individually. This one is to post on social media. It has all the information with no prices. So the thing is, I will tell you though, posting this on Facebook is not going to get people to run to you to buy hydrogel eye patches. It's the individual, definitely the individual reach out to your customers, potential customers, even your Facebook friends. Honestly, it's the individual. It's not the I'm gonna post this on Facebook and hope for the best. Okay, so I have one for you to post on social media, but as I communicate with everyone tomorrow and tell everyone what this promotion is and how to do it and all the scripts and all the things, then I will be sure that that you know where everything is. The half off, that you know here is what you can post, but here's my recommendation for what you also should do to get results. Even if you're new and you don't have a lot of customers, it's okay. So I would love to know in the chat, how many jars of hydrogel eye patches would you like to sell during this promotion? So how many jars during our glow rush? Also, who's excited? This is simple. I like simple. One product. Yeah, they can add on like a, a liquid eye color, whatever, but it's simple. So, okay, Scarlett, 10. I'm writing this down. 10. All right. Look at this. All right, keep going. I want to see everybody. Y'all, this is what it's going to take for us to have our best year yet. And it'll also be our best month yet. That goes without saying. So now, is it only eye patches that count for our 300,000? No, everything counts. So go do the parties, definitely. But, and get your reorders, reach out to your regulars. But this is a product that has fantastic before and after pictures attached to it that you can sell to anybody. I was really strategic with the flyer too. There's two men. Actually, there's two men. And there's also young and old, because sometimes people are like, oh, if there's only old people on the flyer, they're like, oh, that's not for me. Or if there's only young people on the flyer, they're like, oh, well, that would never help my eyes, So I was strategic with who I included the before and after pictures on the flyer. But okay, I love it. Okay, all right. So we got Scarlett, 10, Melissa, 10, and then Thoraya, 5. Amy, 10. Kim, 10. Christina, 2. I'm gonna add this up. Katie, 5. Elena, 2. Kelly, 10. Kelly, that hasn't even joined Mary Kay yet, 12. You know what? This is smart, Kelly. And welcome to our Zoom. I just realized you were here. Thank you for being here. Okay, so so let me add this up right quick. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we got 50, 62, 64, 66. I think we got 76 jars here. Okay, 76 jars. And that's just the people on the Zoom. Tomorrow, I am contacting every single person in our unit. Everyone. I don't care if you're about to fall off and you haven't touched anything Mary Kay in a year. It don't matter to me. I'm reaching out to everyone because it's going to take everyone stretching to make this happen. And no matter what level you're working your business right now, I need you. I need you. I am asking you to stretch. So I am going to give you a couple more ideas because this is a show me the money Zoom. So I'm going to tell you a couple more ideas, but I want you to pick one and run with it, because if you try to do all of these, by the time the week's up, you're like, oh, shoot, I just been getting ready to get ready and I ain't done nothing. So, on top of your parties, do your skincare sessions, hold your parties, do your facials, do your back of the hand facials. But here's a couple more ideas. So, if you are taking notes, now's the time. So, we have our Glow Rush, of course. Post it, text it, print it, you guys. Like, have it with you. Grab whatever eye patches you have on your shelf and carry them around everywhere you go. Print that flyer that has those before and after pictures. Take it to Starbucks, set it on the table. Do what you got to do. So there's that one. And then the next one is something that I have done for a really, really long time, and that's the temptation basket. So the temptation basket is like your baby, okay? It is a basket of products that you carry everywhere you go, no matter what your goal. So if you have products on hand, put together a temptation basket. And you can throw in there eye patches, lip gloss, micellar water, eye makeup remover, mascara, things that are like appealing where people walk by. Now, is somebody going to walk by and buy a miracle set out of your basket? Potentially. I've had that happen. But what you probably want to keep in your basket is more like satin hands, satin lips, things that people are like, everybody who knows Mary Kay knows satin hands. You can sell some satin hands on the go. You can sell some mascara, some lip gloss, some lipstick. Um, the body lotions, the berry and vanilla, the apple and almond, and then the limited edition lavender coconut, that's perfect. I can't tell you how many times people have walked by my basket at Starbucks and they're like, oh, can I smell your lotion? And I'm like, absolutely. So things that are like people like to touch or see. People like to see colors, lip glosses, liquid eye colors, eyeshadows, cheek colors. Makeup products in general tend to do well in a temptation basket. So it doesn't matter. Like, I know someone like me has tons of questions. I am a question person. Doesn't matter what the basket looks like, y'all. It doesn't matter what's in the basket so much as long as it's products. So just throw some products in a basket and treat it like your baby. Do you leave your baby at home? No. Do you leave your baby in the car? No, you do not. You take it everywhere. Everywhere. And I have so many stories I could share. I'll share two of them really quickly. One, I was sitting at Starbucks on Forest Drive, sitting outside, working my business. You know, people don't really bother you outside. They just walk by, they ignore you. So I'm sitting outside, but I take my basket everywhere. So I have a basket sitting next to me. It's on the ground because they're tiny tables outside. And someone walks by and she stops. And, you know, I'm just minding my own business. I'm not like, hey, look at my basket. You know, I'm just sitting there. And she came back and she was like, do you sell Mary Kay? And I was like, yes. And she said, oh my gosh, I'm here. I'm in the military. I'm at Fort Jackson. I'm not here for long, but I love Mary Kay and I left my day solution at home. So day solution is the same thing as daytime defender basically, but years ago. And it's like a $32 item. And she's like, do you have that on hand? And I was like, I sure do. And she just bought it for me right then and there because she needed it, but she needed it immediately. She was only there, I want to say she was there for like 2 weeks. It was not a long period of time. It's long enough where she didn't want to go without her skincare, but not long enough where she would order it and wait for it to be shipped. It didn't make sense. So it was either go without or wait till you get back home. So that is just one example. Another example is I was walking, well, I went to Cracker Barrel to have lunch with my husband and his mom and his sister and my nieces. And so they love Mary Kay. They have no problems with Mary Kay, but I was, you know how you have to at Cracker Barrel you have to walk through the store to get to the restaurant. So I had my temptation basket and I was like, well, what if they think I'm stealing stuff? Because they have all kinds of stuff in that store. Like it's a lot of stuff, right? They have baskets, they have all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, but also like, why am I taking this in? They're not gonna buy anything from me. But then I thought, well, what would I tell my consultants? And the answer was, I would tell y'all to take it in because you don't leave your baby in the car. So I grabbed the basket. I'm walking in, like with it on my arm. I'm walking through the store part. I haven't made it to the restaurant part yet. And these two ladies are walking out. And the one was like, oh, is that Mary Kay? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, well, I don't want to bother you. I know you're going to eat. And I was like, no, what do you need? It's not a bother at all, actually. And she said, well, I really like your skincare, but I don't have a consultant. I haven't had a consultant in a while. I love that time wise. Is that something you have? And I was like, yeah, come to my car. Because I'm not carrying miracle sets in my basket, but I have inventory in my car. So they walked to my car and they bought over $100 worth of skincare and they reordered over and over and over and over. And I have another one. Okay, I have one more story I'll share. So I was in either McDonald's or Chick-fil-A one time, years, like a lot of years ago with a basket. And a lady saw me from across the restaurant and she noticed that I had Mary Kay in my basket and she said, I have to call my mom. And I'm like, okay. So she calls her mom and she's like, Mom, there is a Mary Kay lady here. And the mom was like, oh, I need this. And she bought some moisturizers, like two. She stocks up because apparently when she has a consultant, then she buys and then they disappear and she doesn't have a consultant anymore. Well, for years, this woman has been buying moisturizer, two at a time, moisturizer. That's all she's buying. Well, last time she ordered, I delivered it and I went in her house. And normally I just dropped stuff off on the porch and leave. I went in her house and I said, hey, I have a big goal and I'm looking for people willing to host a skincare session for me. And so anyway, I booked her for a party and there was like 6 women there and Scarlett came with me, I think. Yeah, Scarlett came with me and it was great. So, that's just another example. So the temptation basket, who here has a temptation basket or has ever carried a temptation basket or has seen my temptation basket, which has been different over the years, by the way. Here, I shall share with you a couple of my baskets over the years. So here's one. This is obviously Christmassy, super cute, right? It's got lights on it and all. So there's one. Um, Okay, let me find another because I have plenty of them. I have a whole temptation basket training from 2020 on the Sparkling Stars. The Facebook, if you want to search temptation basket in our group. Here's another one. This one, some of these, when I look at them, I'm a little like, that's really extra. But you know what? I have sold out of every single basket that I have carried. So this is one. This was a long time ago. You probably don't recognize. Well, look, the Thinking of You perfume, that's still a thing. Um, Here is another one. This right here is my first ever temptation basket. And y'all, I'm an introvert. It was loud. Like it was pink with green polka dots, and I painted on the front makeup goodies because you're not allowed to write Mary Kay on it. They know it's Mary Kay because there's a book. This was 2012. This was a very long time ago, and I heard this idea over and over, and I was so uncomfortable carrying this basket, y'all. I wish that some of you could have seen me back then because I was so timid and just meek, very, very self-conscious. So walking into a place with a basket in my arm, I didn't want people to look at me. I didn't like that was the whole point of carrying this basket. But I didn't want people, y'all, look, this right here, this is a satin handset. This is what it used to come in this bag right here. The peach satin handset. It came in a white bag that was like cute and had stuff on it, and that's how it came. So, that basket was heavy too. That was a lot of products. But I sold a lot. I've sold thousands of dollars over the years carrying around a temptation basket. So I know Scarlett has a basket. I don't know who else has a basket. I know Tiffany has had a basket. I don't know if she still does, but these are
I do, but I always forget it.
you cannot leave your baby at home, Tiffany.
But it's so quiet when it's not there.
So, so that is the temptation basket. Another idea is focusing on fragrances. Y'all, people like smells. And this might kind of be sort of like the basket because if you put some perfumes in your basket, or let's say you have a vendor event coming up, if you have anything left in this month, take fragrances. If you have fragrances, having perfumes and colognes on hand, you will sell a lot more, especially at a place where there's a lot of people. So that's another idea. Wear our perfume. If you have to just start with one, wear one and make sure that you have it on hand. Another idea for on-the-go sales. I heard this recently, and this is just genius. I don't know why I never thought of this. So if you haven't gotten a compliment on your makeup lately, you need to start YouTubing how to do makeup and give yourself a, a glow up, okay? And then whatever you're using, so if you're using our Great Heights mascara, let's say you're getting compliments on your lashes. You better have Great Heights mascara with you at all times. Like literally pull it out of your purse and sell it to them. Thank you so much. You know, I'm actually a Mary Kay consultant and I have this mascara right here if you're looking for a good one. Y'all, mascara, eye color, brow products, the things that you get compliments on, your lipstick, your lip color, your cheek color, your foundation, or just your makeup in general, those are impulse buys. People like that stuff and they will buy it right then and there, more so than they will if you get their number and try to sell it to them later. So carry whatever it is that makes you smell good and look good, have it with you and sell it on the spot, like right then and there. And another idea is pop-ups at people's jobs. So if you have friends, family, or customers that have jobs, then you can do a pop-up at their job where you just say, "Hey, can I bring a skincare basket to your break room? Like, I'll do satin hands with your coworkers and offer them whatever." And you do a pop-up. So do a little satin hands treatment with them, do a little back of the hand, let them try some skincare. I did a whole Voxer message on that the other day and I asked everybody to star it. So whoever starred it, forward it back into the group and y'all can hear it again. Or if you're new, you can hear it for the first time. But letting them try it on the back of their hand, just doing a pop-up and offer her an incentive, offer her like a hostess credit for letting you come to her job. So say like, you know, whatever, if your coworkers buy anything, you get 10% in free products or whatever you want to do, whatever it is you want to do. So do a pop-up. And then the last idea that I'm going to share is 5-minute Zoom parties. I do have posts on our Sparkling Stars Facebook group about these too, but your focus can be anything. But typically, when we do 5-minute Zooms, it's my 5 favorite products in 5 minutes. So I literally am like, oh, the soothing eye gel, and I explain it really quickly. And the mask applicator, this is why I love it. It's literally, these are not the products. This is just what's it. The instant puffiness reducer, this is why I love it. So you're just sharing your 5 favorite products in 5 minutes. And I did these not too long ago. I mean, it's been a few months, but I did a few of them. And the first 2 I did, so the repair set for me was one of my five favorites. I shared the whole set as one product really quickly. And they both bought the repair set from me. And then I shared like a few other products. So it's like, you know, I love the CC cream. I love, and make it make sense. Don't do like 5 totally random things. But then at the end, you could say, so this is how I set it up. I said, hey, I just learned about this 5-minute Zoom party and I really need to practice. I have no idea. I've never done this before. Would you be willing to do a 5-minute like Zoom with me? And these were one-on-ones. And that's all I said. I was like, would you be willing to help me and let me practice on you? And I sold like $700 in 10 minutes. Oh, okay, mine were 15 minutes instead of 5. But the part where I shared the products was 5 minutes. Because you hop on and you're like, hey, how have you been? How you going? You know, how, like, I don't count that. And then I said, I'm setting a timer. I'm sharing these products. It might have been a little bit more than 5 minutes. And then I closed them. And in 15 minutes, I sold over $300 and then over $400 on these 2 different 5-minute Zooms. So you can do summer glow, eyes that pop, 5-minute face. You can do dash out the door look. You can do whatever you want. But asking people to do a 5-minute Zoom, and I would keep it to 2 or 3 people max per Zoom. So I had one-on-ones, but they could totally have 2, 3 people. You could still get it done quickly. And then you can share this Glow Rush, the hydrogel eye patch promotion on all of these Zooms too, or all of these, whatever you do, whatever it is that you run with. So take an idea and run with it. And let's make this the best. Y'all, okay. This next week, we can do more than we've ever done in a month. And that is how you gain traction. That's how you build momentum. That's also how you get attention in the Mary Kay world. And we all have a story to share. And that's how you share your story, is you do something crazy that works. So let's make this week the best week that we have ever personally had in our business for sales, sharing, team building, all the things, but also as a unit together collectively. When each of us stretches to have our best week yet, it's going to make it where we've had our best month and year yet. So I am super excited to do big things. Absolutely, without a doubt. We are not average. This is not an average unit. This unit is not full of average women. We are amazing. We are called to rise. And if you feel like you haven't done enough yet, or maybe you took a break from your business, it's okay. You still have time. The door is not closed. God moves fast when we move in faith. Fast. Y'all, the stories from the Bible, what we see is the rise, but a lot of times we don't see all the years before. So no matter what has happened up until now, it doesn't matter. What happens is what matters what matters is what happens from here forward. So you were chosen. You were created for impact. Your voice, your courage, your participation, it matters. It matters to me. It matters to all the people that you're going to influence. And God's not looking for perfection. He's looking for participation. So participate in this miracle. Show up and keep expecting favor. So we're going to end with a super fast affirmation because I really got to get on this other Zoom. I got to sign out of my Zoom and get on this other Zoom. But I want you to repeat after me. I am called to rise. I am built for boldness. I will not shrink or disqualify myself. I will speak in faith. I will act in obedience. I will finish this month strong. God gets the glory. I just bring my best yes. Yes, so let's go make this the best finish we have ever had, because what we do over this next week also determines how we enter July. And we're not waiting, we're running. So thank you so much for being on. I love you all. And if you're hopping on the 8:30 party, give me a few minutes and we'll make it happen. And but thank you for showing up. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for investing your time and energy into your own business. And thank you for running